program. You did your 2 years. So, what was the so-called light at the end of the tunnel for you? When did you start getting paid after paying your dues for those long 2 years? When was the payoff for you? Was it an opportunity?
Yes, I got a call from the doctor that I volunteered for so long, and so I worked with him for 3 years, and then that's when I like learned everything like hands on, and then from there I went from different specialty offices because a lot of people don't know that dentistry has different specialties.
Mm-hmm.
There's endodontist, periodontist, there's general, there's pediatrics.
Okay, we might have to rewind that one more time. Let's start from the top. What kind of areas of dentistry are there? Start with first.
There's endodontics, which is root canal therapy. There's periodontics, where you basically it's just like gum surgery, anything that has to do with the gums.
Mm-hmm.
You see a periodontist.
Gotcha.
What else? It's prosthodontist, where there's dentists that just make nothing but partials and everything for patients.
Who did I go to get this little gold tooth? What's that called? Cosmetic dentist?
No, yes, you would see a cosmetic dentist, and then they would go and take an impression and send it to the lab for you to have a gold tooth.
I might want more. But that's good though. We got a dental lesson on here today. But that just shows the diversity in terms of because a lot of times people see, and I'm pretty sure you've been stereotyped. They see you as a model. They might just think you're this. They don't know what you got going on.
All the time. I get it all the
Sliding
time.
in your DMs, saying all kind of crazy stuff. We'll get into that too. But you're very well-rounded. And how long have you been doing the dental assistant?
Yes.
Yeah. How long now has that been?
9 years.
9 years.
9 years,
Wow.
and I've had both of my license since.
Okay.
So, which took a lot of time to maintain because you have to have your CPR license too. That's
Really?
a whole other course that you have to pay for.
Wow.
On top of your license.
So in addition to being you're an esthetician, a dental assistant, and you also do eyelashes.
Correct.
So when did that come about?
That came.
I'm starting to lose track. I need to get a pen and write all this down.
That came about when I got tired of being a dental assistant for a minute because the way I was treated. It's hard being a dental assistant. People don't know that. It's hard. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So I had a really really bad day at work one day, and my ex, he's my ex, me and him got to talking, and I told him I wanted to do something else. And he was like, okay, well, what do you want to do? So I think lash extensions they've been around, but I can't remember when they came out. But basically I wanted to do that. So I looked up a course for that and paid for the course. And then got a mannequin and just started practicing. And then I started from practicing to doing it on like family and friends, and then now I'm doing it on actual people.
Wow.
So now I work at a salon as well.
Let me ask you, because I'm just getting one theme from these stories that you're telling me. You seem to be a pretty driven person. Like once you accomplish one thing, you look for the next thing to accomplish.
I do.
So where did that ambition, since it's the Ambition Ladiez podcast, TV show, where did that ambition come from? When did you notice you had that? Did it come from somebody in your family?
I don't know. I've always been
had?
Sorry to cut you off.
No.
I've never been a person to always like just settle for one thing. I like doing more than one thing. I like to keep myself busy. I just can't sit and not do nothing. I like to be involved in all kinds of things, especially if it's stuff that I'm interested in. Yeah, so I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, but you definitely have it when you
you.
look up the definition of ambition. So let's kind of steer the conversation. We've got to, learn kind of your background, your work outside of modeling. Let's get into modeling now. Some more of the fun stuff. So when did you first get the modeling bug? Like you wanted to be a model. When did that? When did you fit all of that in with all of this? What you already had going on?
That's a good question. I would randomly just be out somewhere, and then people would be like, "Are you a model? You should look into modeling." And I've heard it so much. I'm like, I think I'm gonna try this. I was just really afraid to. I didn't know anything about modeling, like, at all. I just know that they took pretty pictures, cute pictures.
Right.
It's so much more than that.
Of course, yeah.
So much more. So, I think I went on a photo shoot with Maurice Chapman, and I liked the way, like, he did my pictures. I'm like,
so how did this photo shoot come together? Like, give us the backstory on that.
So, I actually just contacted him.
So
no.
You were hearing people say you should model.
Yes.
So that seed was planted.
And then there's also a girl that I went to high school and junior high school with, and she's also a model. So I saw her pictures, and I looked at the bottom of her picture, and it said Maurice Chapman at the bottom. And I was like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "That's the photographer." So I Googled his name, and then,
Matter of fact, let's have a toast to Ambition.
And I texted him, and told him I wanted to do a photo shoot. So my very first photo shoot was like, just, how was it? It wasn't anything like major, like anything like nude or anything like that. It was just
something to kind of break the ice.
Plain.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about having a portfolio. None of that. So, I told him that I wanted to model.
And at what point was this? Like, how
This was
old?
way in the beginning. This was like 2011.
Okay.
And I was, how old was I? I was 24. So, from there, I started taking pictures to build up my portfolio. And that's when I got like more comfortable with the camera, wanted to do like different looks, just wanted to do like everything. So, yeah.
So 2011, you started, and it just kind of
kept going from there.
Just kind of kept going.
I
from
would
there.
get it a lot. A lot of people would always ask me, "Are you a model?"
So how did because I know for certain models, modeling makes them feel a certain way, or gives them self-confidence that maybe they didn't have before. So for you, when you first stepped outside of yourself and you looked at the pictures when you first saw it, what was that feeling like for you?
I felt like $1 million. I really felt like, I look like a woman. I didn't know I looked like that.
That's funny.
And plus, I always had like a self-esteem issue with myself because I would always hear, "Oh, damn, you're hella skinny. You're bony. Do you eat?" And I was tiny when I was, a lot younger. So every time I would hear that, I'd be like, shut up, I'm not skinny. I'm thick. I ain't skinny. Always. So, when I got my pictures done and I started doing like more and more of them, like, I'm fine. I look good.
Couldn't tell you nothing.
Can't tell me nothing. I'm gonna keep doing my pictures.
Right.